Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Tyler Scott now to return it. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Working quickly here. Here's Swift on 2nd down. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there with Kobe Dean in on the tackle. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 3rd down, here's Swift. Space on the right. He's got room. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears take a 6-0 lead right away. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, Britton Covey. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30.
No touch it. No touch it.
Right to the air, it's Hurts. And his first pass falls incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
This one intended for the running back. So it's going to be 4th and short. Hurts throwing again. He's got it to his running back. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They have themselves another 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, 73.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. He's got it inside the 10. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Headed out right. Sheds up. He's going to end up out of bounds well short of that line, so the defense credited with a sack.
Well, as a quarterback, I hate to assign blame to the position, but on that one, you just got to throw it away for an incompletion. We still need to give credit to the defense, no question, which helped flush him from the pocket in the first place.
This throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
It's a gain of 3. Now they need to come up with 4 here on 4th and goal. They will not get another play off. We're at the end of 1. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. We'll see if they go for it here. 4th down near the end zone. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. There'll be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Pinned off running right. Here's Swift. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Kobe Dean in on the tackle. Offense up to the line fast. Staying grounded with Swift. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
Yeah, kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they've got to see the chains move to get it going. That forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
Offense in the hurry up here. 1st down, here's Swift. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's gonna be 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Williams. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Eagles with a long ways to go for a score. 2nd and 10 now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
New series coming up following the punt. And it's going to be Bears football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He throws it. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears get some late points and the lead. It's a Roma Dudes, a touchdown. Hope you weren't settled in to call a long drive there, partner, because it only took him a matter of seconds to go all 80 yards and hit pay dirt.
Are you kidding me? I love big plays just like everybody in the building loves big plays, and it took all of them, the guys up front doing their job, and certainly the playmakers to finish it.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's Dotson with a catch out right. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Kevin Byard there to bring him down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
You ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Hurts now from the gun. That's into the hands of Barkley. They get 22 on that one. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Buys time, rolling right. Taken in by Smith. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
This finds Smith. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say, it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles tie things up at 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Here's Williams. He's going to push one deep down. They connect on the deep shot. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take the lead just before halftime. It's a Roma Dudes, a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right? They rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. One last play before the break.
No touch it. No touch.
Looking to throw. He beams one deep right side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jalen Johnson with the pick. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Covey now to return this. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and bossing that 1st down marker.
And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. From the 48. Able to get it to Barkley. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this one does not go far.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
He'll throw it. Throw caught by his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Working quickly here. Going to run again with Swift. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense up to the line fast. They'll run it with Swift. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Williams from the gun. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Bears football to begin the 4th as they try to hang on to the lead in a close game. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He's back to throw. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Running behind center with Swift. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. To throw is Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Bears offense, look at this. They haven't moved. They're going for 2. He's throwing for it. And he's in for the score. That's 2 points, and their lead grows to 15. Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2. But as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Now Hurts. He's throwing deep to the left side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Don't touch it.
2nd down, Hurts throwing again. This one finds Goddard. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw. Buying some time right. Barkley's got it. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right? Look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Hurts throwing again. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson has it. And the Bears get the football just short of their 20 after the interception and return. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Into traffic, complete. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Running with Swift out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Gotta hurry this to the line. Williams throwing on Ford. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Eagles have it a little ways into enemy territory. They're at the 40. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
That throw doesn't lead to 6, so it'll be second down.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes, knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Now to throw. Completed to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. All set up now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And that's a touchdown. Great catch there, and with almost no time left, well, Brock, they're going to need a miracle, but it is still possible. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles get it back to within 1 score. So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. And the Bears get this kick, and that spells the end of this ball game. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Trying to find his tight end. And it sets up 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. Has his man, it's a Dunze. And he'll add to their lead on the final play of the game as he's in for the touchdown. The Bears have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. It's a Rome Odunze touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. So the Bears take this one on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for my partner Brock Hewitt and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.
Yes, them a look good in my tight little dress. Rock it up and me make the man them obsessed. Put in the work when we dance and we sweat. Dangerous when you get smooth like the skin on my face. Draw figure 8 when we wind up my waist. Bumper and boom, we no need either wait. If you get it to the top of the plate. Wanna run it up, run it up all night. If the lights went down, get your keep that baby. You wanna drop it down, pick it up, turn around, lift it
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes, right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing right away is Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 65 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense. That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Yeah! Here we go! Let's check! Here we go, 47.
Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Webster now to return. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
DeAndre Swift, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift, 66 yards, and the Bears have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. after the touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
17 yards on the play there. The Cowboys have a first down.
A running play. It's Dowdle.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 9 here.
On play action, Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
On the run, it's Dowdle. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
They run again with Dowdle.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. Off the play fake, Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 26 yards.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On the handoff, this is Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's Williams. And again back to Komet. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Looking to throw is Williams. Throw left side complete. That's more. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Swift is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Prescott to throw it. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Prescott now from the 50. Going right back to Ferguson.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Final play of the half, Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Once again, it's Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Right back to him on first down.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. They run here with Dowdle.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now 2nd and 4.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. That is caught by Lamb.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Here's 2nd down.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. They're going to try and run for it. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw.
Open man down the field. That's a Dunze. Down to the 10.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. they've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Williams going to throw for it.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead.
He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's Dak. That's complete to Lamb. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
I know it was a completion, but probably not the best decision to throw the ball to the middle of the field here. No timeouts. Give a ton of credit to him making the catch and finding a way to get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
Here's 1st down.
One last shot now for Prescott.
Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started, and off we go from the link. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And that play gets nothing. No gain on the game's first snap. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
That's good for Eagles.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here comes 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's caught. It's the tight end, Everett. And he will get into the end zone. Gerald Everett. Touchdown, Chicago. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return is Rodgers. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Great, set. No touch.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Inside the 30. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Great, set. No touch.
They'll run the toss to Barkley. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. This is caught at the 2. To the goal line and in. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. And is caught downfield by Odunze. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back in Philly in a moment. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Now Swift. Hook him up on a second down and 8. A play fake. Now Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. They will run it over center with Swift. They will have it at the 24-yard line. That's enough for a first down. Another run here, another run by Swift. And he's going to be taken down. 5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll try to run with Swift. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
You can see the running back. He's waiting patiently for that cutback lane to open, and it just never did. Great job by the defense continuing to string that play out sideways, and they're able to take him down for a loss.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. And he's in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown Bears. Santos for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bears will move out to a 14-7 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Here's first and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
what you talking about. Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance, till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
She said, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start. Off we go from Soldier Field. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Williams going to throw on the first play. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On first down, they give it right back to Swift. And he'll... forward, only to about the 46-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Williams. And that is incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll be 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
To throw, it's Williams. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup. And right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch. Because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over.
And he's going to have the Bears first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some. They'll run. It's Swift. And he'll be taken down. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. And he's in! DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is fielded inside the 5. he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing right away is Allen. Going up top. He's got it! And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
And how impressive was that, Mike? I mean, not only to be able to generate that amount of separation downfield, but then to track the ball. Remember, this was a running back, but he looked like a wide receiver, and we're looking around the league, Mike, and a lot of these backs, in order to play in today's NFL, you have to be part receiver.
Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Now a 3rd and 2. Now Allen. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take it on in. Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Bills. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Make them jump off sides.
We want some offense. Let's go.
Right on. Keep pushing the ball downfield. Let's go. Let's go.
This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And he gets this up close to the 40. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. They'll go again with Swift. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, no movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll go. It's Swift. And he indeed picks up a Bears first down. Well, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1. We'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Big Ed Oliver there on the tackle. Give up the middle with Swift. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And he's going to have a Bears first down. Won't be by much. He needed 3. He got 3. But the mark says first down. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Williams to throw on second down. And he will have a first down, and they're in field goal range now at the 30.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's complete. Some more on the right side. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Williams to the air. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Taylor Rapp.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
They'll throw on first down with Allen. And it'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. They go play action now. Here's Allen. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. A touchdown apiece, 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to try it here again. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercept it. It's the veteran safety, Kevin Byard. And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. On the give, here's Swift. And he'll get this close to a first down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the first down. On third down, here's Swift. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll send a tight end in motion. On first down, it's Allen. Now he takes off. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. There he goes again.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
In motion, Shakir. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Slot man in motion left. Throwing now. Allen here on first down. He's got it at the 3.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this third quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. Now it's Allen. That is hot. What a job on the scramble. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. Pass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills will move out to a 14-7 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he's got it, first down. A pickup of 4. Here's Williams now to throw. He finds his big tight end, Everett. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. To throw is Williams. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off. It's DeMar Hamlin.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Now Allen on first down. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Allen going to give it to Cook. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop to throw. Do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
Here's 1st and 10. Swift. And he'll get about 5. They'll come up now for 2nd down. A run with Swift. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. Here's Swift. And he's going to have a Bears first down. They are able to move the sticks. It's a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. And not much there. Down to about the 13. 2nd down and 8. They'll run. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort.
And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Once again, it's Cook. And he will not be able to get free. picking up only a yard. Now it's third down. So a road win here for the Bills. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in me, she just made a bing. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posting with my they say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, what's the money grow?
Now from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. About ready to get this one started. Jamie Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And this one goes out of bounds on the opening kickoff. That is a rough start for the kicker and his team as the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. A play fake. Now Williams. That's a short throw caught by Komet. And a good job rallying for the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Williams. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Throw it again. It's Williams. He's got his big target, Everett. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. A throw on the move is caught. They get... on that pass play. Good for a Bears 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Another run here, another run by Swift. The Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Swift. Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal. Williams to throw on 2nd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
It's now 4th and goal.
So, trying to make a statement on this opening drive. Gonna go for it on 4th and goal. They're going for it. Here's Williams. And this will pay off. It is caught. Gerald Everett. Touchdown, Bears. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll go play action with Stroud. That's to the sideline and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. On 1st down, it's Swift. 14 yards on the pickup there. Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Pick up of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Swift. And he will dive into the end zone. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. On is Santos for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Bears move out on top, 14-0. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On play action, Stroud. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Schultz is the motion man. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. 3rd and a yard. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
This has been a first half to forget on their offensive side of the ball. It just seems like it's been a snowball effect. Bad plays are leading to even worse plays, and that sack being the largest setback in the game that's been Fuller.
That's incomplete. Daring Paul on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs. Here's 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Swift. And they'll bring it inside the red zone. Finding space. Gain of 7. Inside the 20. They'll go again with Swift. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time
it hangs up a bit too much, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st down and goal after 8-yard line.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Bears.
just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Now, a two-point conversion attempt coming. Here's Williams. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. That's the safety, Jimmy Ward.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Looking downfield, he's got Schultz, the tight end. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. Jamie Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. So we hit halftime along the lakefront here in Chicago, and the Bears are on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Stroud to throw here on first down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
He'll let this go deep for Diggs. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Houston. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Texans are able to cut the deficit to 10. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. That is caught downfield by Odunze. And he's out of bounds. Mark him down right at the 10-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. The gain is 64. They'll run. It's Swift. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up second and goal. From the shotgun, it's Williams. This one caught at the 4. And room to operate as he takes it down to the 2. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's fourth down.
And less than a yard.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. And he's...